Thank you so much. I appreciate the time and in being invited on this very important call. Um, Basically, Ben is having us all share about our stories. And one of the things you're hearing is that people were in this particular situation, and then they discovered Nikken, and then there was more possibilities. And so, as you're listening to this, kind of, I'm going to share my story in a minute, but really, where you should be spending your time is thinking about your own story, your current story. Because as we know, when you read a story like Cinderella or any particular story, it never changes because there's no new pages in the story. And what Nikken was for me 25 years ago is I was very aware. I was very awake that if I kept on the path that I was on, which I was living in California, I was renting a bedroom in someone's house, and I was almost 30. And I knew that my career potential, if I'd stayed on that particular story, if I'd stayed on that path, then nothing was going to change. So really for you guys watching this, kind of be introspective and look and say, is my story going to change realistically? What was my story 3 years ago? What's my story now? Is there going to be any dramatic improvement in the next 3 to 5 years? And if the answer is no, then there's a reason why you're listening to this call. And for me, 25 years ago, I wasn't going anywhere. Nothing was radically changing. And one of the things that I believed in deeply is that I deserved something that was better. I wanted to own my own home. I wanted to travel. I wanted to have all those wonderful experiences that Igor and Carol were talking about, but they weren't accessible to me because I didn't have the vehicle in which to do it. And let's just be very blunt what that vehicle is. That vehicle is extra income. You don't pay off your house if you don't have extra income. You don't travel or support your children in their endeavors unless there's extra. If you only have in your story, your current, what's on your plate, there is no extra to share or to grow outside of that. And so when I saw Nikken come across my path, I'm like, that's it. That's it. That's an opportunity to accelerate my income, to have extra income. But one of the things that you're hearing is a lot of heart and compassion. And that comes from, they say the company, okay, but it comes from the soul of the products. You're like, well, how can a product have soul? Well, when you take someone with a physical challenge like Karen's, and then you add some products to it, that product, that natural, wonderful, one-of-a-kind monopoly, semi-monopoly products that we have made that difference. She's a physical therapist. If she could fix herself, she would have fixed herself, right? And so that's what we're offering people. And that's where my story really was, is how do I go from renting a bedroom in someone's house to having a beautiful home on the lake in Florida? Well, it's not going back to school, guys, because you know what that costs. So you can get a piece of paper so you can get in line and maybe make an extra $10,000 than the guy sitting next to you. It needs to be a vehicle in which you can have an online business that you can build around your time, that you can share with people, that has patented technologies that people are looking for. And so I've traveled all over the world. I've had experiences that are just, what Igor was talking about, it's like you sit back and you think, wow, where have I been? I've been to over 15 countries, and it's all a tax deduction. So for you guys that are watching this and, oh, I love to travel, I'd love to travel. Well, this is a great way to travel and actually have it as a business expense. And let me just wrap up with this. What Nikken offers you, why is my transformation from being in a rented room to having my own home where I have empty rooms upstairs? How did that happen? It happened because number one of four things. Number one, I have a product that people want and need. I am marketing a product. I'm educating people with a product that people want and need. Number two, they don't have it yet. Number three, it's priced to make a profit, and yet it's priced to be affordable. So you look at what we actually have, it's just amazing what we have to offer people. And that's that vehicle that will allow you to experience different things and take your story and really improve it. Thank you.